EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here, and off we go from Lambeau. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Here. I'll go special. I'll go special. We got 4. 26 mark. 26 mark. All day.
From the gun, Wilson steps away to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
What a play!
Into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a touchdown.
Touchdown,
It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They did get off.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Nothing.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0.
Green Bay.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. At 25 to Mike. What's up? What's up? Here we go. Here we go. At 25 to Mike. We go 25.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch out. 0, 0, 0.
Now it's Carson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Down back at the
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Back at the 32.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say they're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
Ball carrier.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield, but he's playing run all the way here.
2nd and 14.
Back to you. Whoever's saying you. Go. Come on.
They go play action with Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4
yards. Brings up 4th down.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing. Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Seahawks 3.
These kickers now, used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Scantling. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's just me and you. All right. He's coming. We got double up.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot. A lot of corners see quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
All day, baby. All day. All day, baby. Mike, check 33. 33. Come on. You better bring it.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
41-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike, check 33. 33. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Rodgers now on 1st down. 20. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
1st and 10.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
It's a gain of 8.
That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
Diggs on the tackle.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. It makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they're already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, really have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he is dropped at the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 21-yard line.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. That's caught. It's Robert Tanya, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
21-yard line.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one. Not much there, only a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Only going to come out to about the 30.
Jaron Reed on the tackle.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rodgers on target there to Lazard. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Now third and
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He's got a man complete.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch.
First and
Hence,
10 at
that
the
great diving
38-yard
play.
line.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On first down, Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
2
Well, they're
yards
hoping that the
on
second half is
pickup.
better for him than the
It's
first
second
half. They've
and
got to
8.
find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on second and 8.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. 22 yards there, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. And this play was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Packers 24, Seahawks 3. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
The
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
5-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Well, at 25 to Mike. We'll go 25. Alert. Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out
with the
on this
score,
third quarter of play.
24.
Back now at
Seahawks
Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Well. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Complete.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And the Seahawks
Wilson will throw again.
down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Wilson
Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as